Greetings everyone, welcome to French with Duolingo. We're gonna go with Basics 2 today.
Je m'appelle Marc.
Je m'appelle Marc. My name is Mark. If you wanted to literally translate it, it would be I am cold Mark, but it makes more sense when you translate it as my name is Mark. Alice est américain with the E because of the feminine form of the word American. Alice est américain.
Un homme mexicain.
Un homme mexicain. A Mexican man. Une femme française. Because it's feminine, française. There's E at the end, and the letter before the E now can be sounded. Française. Whereas the second one, français. You see the difference? Français, française. So the second one will be used as un homme français, but the first one, because it's feminine, will be une femme française.
Il est anglais.
Il est anglais. He's English or is he English?
Duo est américain. Duo est américain. Duo est américain.
I cannot hear.
Duo
Oh, okay.
est américain.
Duo est américain. Assuming duo is a masculine or a male bird. Let's try. Now, if duo was a female, then there would be a E at the end. I just don't know. Is he a he or she? Looks like it's a he. His name is Mark. Il s'appelle. Two P's and two L's. Mark.
Tu parles français? Tu parles français?
Tu parles français. Tu. I don't know how to write this. Let's try. Oh, of course, when it comes to tu parler, there's an S at the end of the parler, to parler français. An American man. Un homme américain. Now this one is masculine, American. No E at the end. Un homme américain.
Excuse-moi, comment tu t'appelles?
Excuse-moi. How was this? Maybe like that.
Excuse-moi, comment tu t'appelles?
Comment tu t'appelles? Comment two P's and two L. And at the end there's an S because it's two. Tu t'appelles. Excuse-moi, comment tu t'appelles? And what is your name? Et comment tu again t'appelles? 2P, 2E, and S at the end. Et comment tu t'appelles?
Il s'appelle
And what is your name?
Il s'appelle Marc.
Il s'appelle Mark. 2P, 2E, il. Ok, one moment. Uno momento, por favor. Il s'appelle
Il s'appelle Marc.
Mark. Il s'appelle Mark. His name is Mark. A Spanish woman. Une, the feminine. Une femme. Espagnol. E at the end, because it's feminine. An American girl. Une fille. American. There's an E at the end because it's feminine. There's an accent on the E as well, but I don't know how to make it on the keyboard at this time, so excuse-moi, Paul. Excuse-moi, Paul. Oh, I made a typo. Thankfully, Duolingo accepted it. A French boy. Un garçon. Un garçon. Français. Is it? Oh, français. Made a typo, but again, Duolingo accepted it. Gracias, Duolingo. Marc et anglais. Like this, I think, is it? Voila. Louis is Mexican. Louis est Mexicain. It's a masculine, I believe, so it's gonna be like this way. No E at the end. Voila. Alright, let's continue, I was gonna say, but seems like we are good with basics. If I can manage to get rid of this, yes. Let's continue with people. Let's see how we do. England. Angleterre.
Angleterre.
Bonsoir would be good evening. Bonne nuit would be good night.
Angleterre.
Angleterre, England. She lives here. Elle habite ici. Habite. In English, think of it like coming from habitation, habitation. I don't know. Is that word like that in English? Elle habite ici. Ici means here. Student, étudiant. Kind of like sounds similar, isn't it? Étudiant, student. Like a Dion part is similar. Enchanté means nice to meet you. Tu is you, informal. Étudiant.
Étudiant.
He works in Italy. Il travaille en Italie. Travail is working. Very similar to Spanish, actually, if you know Spanish. Trabajar, I believe it is. Trabajar, travail, kind of similar. The first one, il travaille avec Italie. He works with Italy. And the last one, il habite in Italy. He lives in Italy. But the correct one is the second one, il travaille in Italy. With, avec.
Avec.
Elle is she, Europe is Europe. I work and you? Je travaille et toi. The second one, je habite et toi. I live and you. The first one, je étudie Je étudie. Et vous? I study and you. Vous here is the formal type. Toi is the informal. Like you use with your friends, and vous would be like someone that you don't know or just met. Teacher, professeur.
Professeur.
Well, kind of similar in English, professeur. Cheval is horse. Espagne, Espagne, Spain.
Professeur.
She is a student. Elle est étudiante. Elle est étudiante. Second one. The first one, c'est une université. This is a university. The last one, elle est université. She's a university. Meaning, doesn't mean anything, I think. So the second one.
J'habite à Paris.
J'habitais à Paris. I live in Paris. He's a journalist. Il est journaliste. Il est journaliste. So the first one, il est professeur. He is a teacher, professor. And the last one, c'est un professeur. This is a professor. So the second one is the correct one. Il est journaliste.
Il est journaliste.
Il est journaliste. He is a journalist.
En France.
En France, France. I'm confusing pronunciations. In France. Yeah, in English you say France. France. In French you say France.
J'habite avec Marie.
J'habitais avec Marie. I live with Marie. J'habitais avec Marie.
Je travaille en Angleterre.
Je travaille en Angleterre. I work in England. Angleterre, England. Travail, work.
Il travaille en Italie.
Il travaille en Italie. He works in Italy.
Elle est étudiante.
Elle est étudiante. Elle est étudiante. Elle est étudiante. She is a student. Étudiante. Student. There is a E at the end, makes it feminine. There are exceptions, of course, but in general, I believe when you have an E at the end, that makes it a feminine form of word.
Une université.
Université Mexicaine. So, university is, you can tell from here is a feminine, la université, because they used une instead of un. Une is the feminine form of a. So, a Mexican university.
Paul est en Europe.
Paul est en Europe. Paul is in Europe. Voilà. Let's go. Una más. Otra vez. One more time again in Spanish. I live in Europe. J'habitais à Europe. I believe it's this one. So this first one is j'habitais en Espagne. Would be I live in Spain. And then the second à Europe, like I is there like a to. I live to Europe becomes broken meaning. So I believe it's the third one. Let's see. Voilà.
Marie habite en Italie.
Marie habite en Italie. Marie lives in Italy. Marie habite in Italy.
Marie habite en Italie.
Marie habite en Italy. My pronunciation is not perfect, but we are learning together. Marie habite en Italie. En Italie, habite en Italie. A journalist. Une journaliste. It's a feminine word. From here you can tell. Looks like, I don't know if the first one and the second one are correct. If they are, looks like there is no difference between feminine and masculine form of professeur. So it's an exception. Un professeur, une professeur. And the last one is the correct one. Une journaliste.
Je suis professeur.
Je suis professeur. I am a professor. I'm a teacher. In England, in Angleterre. First one in France. In France. Second one in Espagne. In Spain. In Spain.
Marc de travail.
Mark travaille. Mark works. Is working. I live in Berlin.
J apostrophe.
J'habitais.
Habite.
J'habite. À Berlin.
Berlin.
Interesting. I thought it would be en Berlin, but there is no on. J'habitais à Berlin. Let's see. Looks like it's correct. Je travaille à Paris. So when would you use the first one? You use that one when it was, let's say, when it would be tu travailles à Paris. Then there's an S at the end, and that's when you use tu travailles à Paris. You work in Paris. Tu is informal form of you. Formal form is the vous. All right. I live with Marie.
J apostrophe.
J'habitais. H doesn't sound in French at the beginning. So that makes sense why the J, which is, je, comes together with habiter. J'habitais. J'habitais avec, with Marie.
Marie.
Paul étudiante. Now, Paul is masculine. So we're gonna use the one without E, étudiant. Sarah, étudiante. So the pronunciation kind of is a bit different at the end of it too. So the first one will be étudiant. So T doesn't sound. But the second one, because there's an E at the end, then you say étudiante. You would sound the T because the T is not the last letter. So Sarah est étudiante. Sarah est étudiante. And Paul est étudiant. Paul est étudiant. Okay, I gotta work on it too. Paul is a journalist. Paul est journaliste. Julia est étudiant. But you can, because étudiant starts with a vowel, Julia est étudiante. But good luck to me to say it faster. Julia est étudiante. Est étudiante. Hopefully it's correct. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Hopefully I'll also catch it next time. I work a lot. Je travaille. Mucho. Which one? Beaucoup. Just like from merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. You can remember from there. I work a lot. Je travaille beaucoup. I'm studying in France.
J apostrophe.
Je te dis.
Étudie.
Je te dis en France. He works a lot. Il travaille beaucoup. Un étudiant. So this is the masculine form. How would we write the feminine form? That would be une étudiante. And this one is un étudiant. Feminine again, une étudiante. I just find it amazing the difference. You can kind of listen and hear. A university, une université. It's a feminine word, une université. Yes, in England, we en Angleterre. Voilà. Alright everyone, congrats for completing today's class. Don't forget to subscribe and leave feedback below in comment section. Please tell me how we can make these exercises better. And I'll see you next time.